Okay, give it a flush.
And it stopped. Ready?
That is the sound of a toilet flushing in our Barndominium. We have a flushing toilet.
Woo! No camper toilet.
Why is that so exciting?
I don't know. Welcome to From Scratch Ranch, and today we are installing the toilet in the downstairs bathroom. Now this is something that we have been waiting for a while now. We're really excited so we can actually use a real toilet and not a camper toilet.
All right, Makayla, so you got everything you need. It's all down there, okay? All the tools you need, all the supplies you need to tap into the plumbing for water supply, and then tap into the drain for the sewage to go down, okay? All right, I'll check back in about an hour.
What? We're leaving.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding. All right. So I think the first thing we need to do is hook up the water supply line, okay? On the blue pipe coming out of the wall there, the blue pipe coming out of the wall there. And the reason we want to do that first, rather than the drain first, is because if we cut the drain pipe and do all that, that's going to be open and we'll be smelling sewer gases the entire time as we hook up the water line.
And it's gross.
Yeah, it's gross, right?
Yeah. Until
we get the toilet on there. So let's do the water line first. So what's the first thing we need to do when we're working with the water line?
Turn off the water.
Oh, good job. Good job. Let's go do that.
I've learned from the best.
All right. Okay, see that blue pipe there?
Yes.
That's the main water pipe, main water line.
Well,
on the right side.
Just right
Yeah, that's the pressure regulator. That's the shut off. Yep.
Just like
okay,
that.
we're all shut off. Now we need to release the pressure and drain whatever water's in that pipe. Whoa. Oops, I wasn't recording that. That was kind of funny.
I'm a little wet.
You're a little wet. Okay. Yeah, you want to shut that water off first. Okay, now unscrew that from the washer. You know, we could move the washer out if you need.
Okay, I got it.
You got it? Okay, now pull that drain out of the drain in the wall. Don't let it, it'll spill. Here, you hold it. Okay, now pull that plastic black drain pipe out.
This way?
Out of the wall. Okay, and then put this down there in that hole. Okay, now turn that water back on.
All right.
Yeah, see, that was under some pretty good pressure still. That's why we had to do that, so we can release all that pressure and drain the water out of the cold water line before we cut the water line in the bathroom. All right, I think we're good to go. All right, so we got everything we need here. So the first thing on the blue pipe, what we need to do is cut it. We've got to cut that nubbin off there. There's a plug on the end of it.
And I'm assuming this is what that's for, because it has a blade in it.
That's right. Yeah, that's a PEX cutter.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gonna squeeze that open and around the end of that pipe, probably about an inch in from that. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Now you squeeze the opposite end.
Here?
Yep, and then twist.
Whoop.
Yep, it's gonna get wet. Oh, I guess we should have get a bucket. Didn't I tell you to put a towel on there?
No, you didn't.
I know I didn't. Oops.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's still water in that because that's a lower point in the water system.
Yeah.
So it's going to have water in it. It's going to leak out. And we should have been prepared for that. That was my mistake. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, perfect. Okay, so before we put the valve on, we need to put the flange over the pipe so it looks better against that wall.
And prettier.
Yep. Okay, now let's put the valve on. Yep. Oh no, I'm sorry. We got to put the clamp. Put the O clamp over.
The ring.
The ring clamp.
And then you always want the diamond on top, like if you were wearing it as a ring.
That's right.
You want the diamond on top.
Put the diamond on top.
So put the ring on the finger.
Yep. Okay. And then now?
You want this valve that looks like an L.
That's correct.
You don't want one that's straight like this. You want.
For this configuration, we want the L shape because it's going to come up to the toilet. So we want the other pipe to come up. Yep. So push that on. Okay. And then now.
There's room there.
Yep.
Ow.
Okay, make sure you push it all the way close and then release all the way.
Yep.
Yep, and set it on the diamond. And crush that diamond. Crush it. All your might, all your might. It's hard. You got it, you got it. Push. Squeeze. Did you get it?
Yep.
All right, look at that. Good job for your first time. Okay, now, what are we gonna do?
Now, I'm gonna attach the hose.
Attach the hose, yep. So go ahead and take.
But first.
Oh, Teflon tape. Good call.
And then the reason we do not need this gold ring is because there's one already in there.
That's right. Copper.
Copper.
If it was gold, it'd be a super expensive toilet hose. Yep. Tighten with a wrench. We don't want to over tighten. So.
Okay.
Okay, it's just nice and tight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we want to, what's the next step? Make sure there's no leaks. We want to test it. Yes, we want to test and turn the water back on, make sure there's no leaks. But let's go get a bucket first.
Yeah.
Just in case, okay? And also, before that, let's make sure the valve is turned off. So, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? So turn it right. There you go, now it's off.
Is that okay if it's turning?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it should be off.
Okay, let's go get a bucket.
Okay.
All right, so you found...
It's the top, it's the bottom of a giant Easter egg.
Oh, okay, that'll work. So let's set that underneath where it's going to leak.
Underneath.
All the way, there you go. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is turn the water on, and then we're gonna point that hose down into that.
Okay.
And just kind of open that valve a little bit and make sure water comes out without leaking. I will stay in here.
All right.
Turn it on slowly, okay?
All right, which one?
Yeah, before we turn the water back on, we need to get the washer hooked back up. Off is always perpendicular to the pipe. Parallel to the pipe means the valve is open and flowing. Yep. Same with that valve there. So you're gonna turn that valve slowly. Oh. Is it leaking?
I don't think so.
Is it dripping?
No.
Drippity drip drip?
No.
No drips. No drips.
I'm a professional.
No drips.
I love your bucket.
Yeah, isn't that creative?
That was my idea.
I'm sure it was, because you're super creative.
We couldn't find a shallow enough bucket around, so. Okay, now let's turn it on. Yep. Just slowly, just a little bit. Oop, I hear it. Oop, it's gonna spit out some, yeah. Just a little bit. Okay. You did it. You successfully fitted a valve on the cold water line for the toilet. And it's not leaking. First try, look at that. No leaks.
Haha.
Good job. Next, the stinky part. Sitting in the shower? Okay, let's get to the stinky part. What we're gonna do is this stubbed out pipe, we need to cut that because then this has to sit on inside that pipe.
Alright, so how far do we need to cut this down?
All the way to the concrete. So you're going to use the concrete as a guide, and you're going to use this bad boy up against the concrete. So let's get down in position. Before you pull the trigger, let's just make sure you got good position. Okay, and let's go the other way. Yep. And it's gonna stink. So let me go get a rag to stuff in the hole. Yeah.
Safety first.
You're gonna bend the blade a little bit.
Oh.
Let's just position it to like. Yep, you got it. It stinks a little bit. That's just the smell of PVC burning.
Oh, so the real stink hasn't come yet.
That's right, it hasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you haven't even penetrated the wall yet.
It still stinks though.
Oh, I guess there is a little bit. I can smell a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I don't know, it just got stuck.
Oh, okay. And you can rock it back and forth. So, yeah, like that. So you're coming at an angle on some of it. You smell the poop?
No, there's no poop in that.
Yeah, there is. Everything from the RV flows into the septic tank, and the septic tank gases are flowing back through these pipes. Yeah. Yes, it is. It is. You did it.
I did.
You cut the sewer line.
I did.
Can you smell it?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Don't get a good whiff of that.
Well, let's get the toilet on it fast. Okay, let's clean that up now. I think we're good. Let's clean it up now, like the dust, the PVC dust.
Okay, that was amazing.
Yeah? You like?
How did I do?
You've used the reciprocating saw before, haven't you?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know.
That was your first time?
Probably.
I didn't realize that. Okay, yeah, you did great. You handled that saw like a pro.
I am a pro.
Semi-pro at least.
Pro.
Okay, so now we want to dry fit that in there, but not, let's just see, make sure it fits.
Right.
But don't push it down in because we don't want it to get stuck. Oh, okay, pull it up. So that fit good, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Really
so
good.
now we need to put the purple primer on the pipe sides.
So it sticks.
And then we'll put the,
The glue stuff.
well, it's not really glue. It's a chemical compound that chemically welds the two pieces together.
Yes.
So, all right. Okay, before we actually weld the toilet flange on there, what we're going to need to do is drill holes. We need to drill holes in the concrete where those holes are at, because we have these tapcon screws that are going to go into the concrete to hold that down.
Yep. So.
All right, so let's use the hammer drill. So this is just set in there, and it's loose enough where we can pull it out, which is good. It's not too tight. So we'll use the hammer drill to just go through the hole in the, so we've got 6 holes, and we want these holes here, okay? This is where the toilet's going to attach to. But these other holes we're going to want, and we want the toilet screws to be a straight line this way, parallel to the wall, okay? So we want to make sure this is lined up to where the screws for the toilet are going to be right here, because they're going to slide in this way, and you want this line to be parallel. So we might want to just draw a line on the floor just to make sure that we're not just eyeballing it. Okay, so let's draw a parallel line where those screws are going to go. Go ahead and pull that flange out of there, and then use that square, and then let's double check it by measuring, yep, down the center of the pipe, And then let's double check it by measuring the distance from the wall to the square, okay?
All right, we're good.
All right, let's draw the line.
All right.
Okay, so we made sure that the line is lined up to these slots, okay, for the toilet bolts. All right, now just basically put the, does it work?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically put that drill bit in each hole and just tap down and just mark it, yep. And go straight down. Yeah, make sure you're totally perpendicular to the floor. Okay, good.
Okay, last one.
Yep. Okay, now let's pull the flange out and drill those holes.
Yay, got it.
Yep. We're gonna take that all the way in.
All right. Making progress.
Yeah.
I'm making progress?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Keep going?
Yeah, don't push too hard because you don't want to break the bit.
Keep going.
Yeah, all the way. Okay, that's good. Turn it on when you pull it out. All right, you just drilled your first hole in concrete with a hammer drill. Good job. Here, don't do that. we're gonna blow it out with the air compressor, but actually, since we're almost finished with the Barndominium,
yeah,
we're not gonna use the air compressor to blow it out because then it'll just create dust. We'll use the vacuum and suck it out. Keep going. 4 more.
It's fun.
You think this is fun? All right, so now that you've drilled all the holes, we need to use the primer, the purple stuff, so open that carefully. And we need to line the inside of the actual sewer pipe with it, and then the outside of the flange.
There we go.
Got it?
Is that good enough?
Go a little bit further down with it. Yeah, just total coverage. Okay. Now do the same thing on the outer edge of this.
Oh, outer.
Outer, yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's good. Let that dry for a minute. Okay, now we're gonna put the cement on the inside edge of that pipe and then the outer edge of the flange.
Thick.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good.
Yep. Okay, let's get it on before it dries.
That's good.
Yep. Okay, make sure it lines up with the holes right.
Yep.
Because you drilled those holes. So no, it's got to go this way. Okay, and yeah, because as you push down, it's the holes have to, the screw holes have to line up exactly where you drilled it.
All right.
Think that lines up right? Stick the drill down the hole. Since that drill bit fits through there. just to make sure. Did it go into the hole? All right, that's good. So now we gotta get those tapcon screws down into the concrete in the holes you just drilled, okay? And you're gonna use this.
My new drill.
Yes. You got a new screw gun. Brand new, hasn't never been used.
Yeah. And this is my personal one.
That's right.
It's so pretty.
Okay, so here is a screw. And let's start putting them in. All right, screw that thing in. Nice and tight, yep.
There we go.
All right, good job. Now, time to set the toilet on it. We gotta put the wax ring on the bottom of the toilet.
All right.
All right, so take those bolts. Those are the bolts that are gonna go on the flange down there. We got the toilet upside down here, but we gotta get the bolts into these slots. See those slots right there?
Yep.
Up, facing up. Okay, so then there's a little plastic washer that will kind of hold it on there. Yep, just like that. Yep, and then put that plastic washer over the top of it. And that's gonna help hold it in place until we, yep. Okay, and then the other side. See how it slides in there? Yep. We gotta hurry and get this toilet on because it stinks.
It's stinky.
Oh man, that stinks. Okay. So these are gonna.
There, you just stick your nose down.
No. Okay.
If I do it, will you do it?
No. There are no dares here. All right. Now make those two bolts parallel, like on the line we drew. Parallel to the wall. Okay. Now we're gonna put the wax ring on the base of the toilet here.
I'm excited for this part.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's waxy and squishy. Okay, so punch the hole out in the middle, right? Is that first or?
You got to take it out of the plastic outside part.
Just like unpeel it?
Yep, there you go. And pull that whole thing off.
And just set it on there?
Yep, make sure it's centered.
Yeah, and then it says use man force to...
Oh, no, when we sit on the toilet. So we're gonna,
Ah!
yeah, so as long as it's stuck there, is it stuck good and it's center? Okay, now we're gonna lift the toilet up and we're gonna set it on the flange down there with those bolts.
Yeah.
Line up the bolts and then we're gonna sit on the toilet to
Little
kind of press
squash
it down and squash that wax all the way around. And we're gonna twist the toilet a little bit to kind of work it in and get it all sealed. Because what that's gonna do is it's gonna seal all of any gaps. So we can stop smelling that smell.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? You gonna lift the toilet or do you want me to do it? The toilet's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy.
I'll probably break it.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay.
If need be.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. So just tip it up on its backside. Go ahead, just tip it up. Yep.
Like that?
Yep.
Now what?
Just pick it up. Like that, okay. Now, spin it around. Yep. And then we're gonna lift it up in place, okay?
All right.
Tip it the other way.
Which way?
Yeah, the way it's supposed to go. But don't let the wax hit the floor. Okay, let's see if you can set it on there. Don't drop. You got it?
I hope so.
Or you want me to help? So there's some bolts down there, so we gotta get them on those bolts.
Okay.
Let me know.
Okay, it's on there.
It's on?
Yeah.
All right, sit on it. Sit more on the backside though. Yeah. And wiggle. Wiggle it, just jiggle it. Not too much.
I'm not very heavy.
All right. But twist it a little bit, just kind of, yeah, see, it's sitting in there nice now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now we got to put those washers and those nuts on those bolts that you did.
Alright.
So here, put this plastic piece on first over the metal washer, and then the nut.
And back to the nut.
Yeah.
And then the cap.
And then you put the cap over that. All right, is that good and tight? Okay, now with the wrench, you don't want to go super, super tight, right? Because this is porcelain, so you don't want to crack it. But you want to get it, you know, somewhat tight, just to.
So it doesn't fall off.
Yeah. Okay, before you get too tight, now let's do the other side so we even it out, okay? Because it's gonna rock a little bit because that wax is gonna compress more. Okay.
So we're cutting the bolts down because the bolts are too long to fit the cap on.
Yep.
So we need to cut those down.
Okay. You just pulled it off. There you go.
So now we got the plastic piece in. We can put the cap on, and the cap should just snap over the plastic and help it stay there. Yep, there we go. It's not gonna move. Ta-da! Both of the caps are done on both sides of the toilet. Very proud of myself. But now we gotta put on the tank. The tank. Next big thing.
Okay, so next tank, and we've got to put that little black rubber ring in. Yep, that one.
It goes right here.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to do it. Alright, which side? The flusher on.
Well, the water's on this side right here, so the water's
it's closer
here,
there.
and the flusher's on the left. Yep.
Alright.
It's because of the rubber gaskets making it all wobbly, so you need to put those on. Okay, so there's take the washer and the nut off, and this goes on the inside. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Which one?
So it goes down like that.
Alright. Just like that?
Yep. And just put that on loosely, and then we're going to tighten them
Alright.
one right after the other, back and forth, so it's balanced.
Oh, hello. Okay, my fingers have tightened them as much as my fingers can.
Okay. So take that little wrench, which is right there, and tighten them back and forth. So do this one a couple turns.
Like
and
what I
go the other one. Yep. You have to use that screwdriver to
Hold it.
You have to hold that top end, and then
Oh, this is the busted.
what's busted? Oh, the screwdriver. Yeah. So just place it in there, and then use the wrench to turn the nut. Just hold it with your left hand. So we had to go switch to a socket set because that wrench wouldn't get up inside there. So we had to use a long socket. Show me the socket. Yeah. Ooh. So it's a long one because of the long screw, and it's up inside there. So and the screwdriver holding on the inside. There you go. Feel like it's tightening?
No idea.
Yeah? Is that one turning?
A little bit, but not really.
Yeah. The more you tighten it, the more it'll stay, because that rubber is giving it friction to hold it. How's that feeling? Feel the wobbliness of the tank. That's pretty tight, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, you don't want to over tighten these.
No.
I think that might be good enough.
All right.
Tank solid, yep.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Time to hook the water line up. Time to hook the water line up.
Yep.
Okay, so down there, remember that water line?
Yep. I have no idea if that was supposed to be on there. Okay, that's pretty tight.
Okay, let me get some pliers and we'll tighten it down just a half a turn or so with pliers. Yep, that feels good.
Yep.
Toilet seat installed.
Yep.
And it takes forever to go down. Okay, time to turn the water on.
Yeah. Ready?
Okay, yep. Turn to the left. Woo.
Going up.
Make sure there's nothing leaking underneath.
I don't see anything.
Get down there and feel it with your hand. Make sure there's, with all of those connection points.
Do not feel anything.
No water?
No. No.
Right. Looks like you successfully installed a toilet.
Does it know when to stop?
Yes. But we need to make sure we adjust the water level if it's not right. Okay. Give it a flush.
And it stopped. Ready?
That is the sound of a toilet
Success. It's
flushing
the sound of
in our
success.
Barndominium. We have a flushing toilet.
Woo! No camper toilet.
Why is that so exciting?
I don't know.
We don't have to use the outhouse anymore. Okay. One last thing to do. Cap it.
Yeah.
Cap that toilet tank.
I think that's the back. Okay, yep.
All right. Septic safe toilet paper. And we have plenty of toilet paper during this COVID-19 shortage. All right, the one last thing that's missing.
A door.
Privacy. No door.